What's good, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube followers? You know who it is. The original, the Iron Reaper.
And Jaheim Oliveri.
What's your YouTube channel, bro?
Jaheim Oliveri.
I thought it was Jaheim 101.
Yeah, Jaheim 101 also.
You can excuse him for his little camera shyness, but, you know, today's topic, what today's date is, bro? Today is what, Friday?
Yeah.
Yeah, today's Friday, man. It's a pretty hot day, but today's topic is going to be about,
Why stay?
what was it, what's going to be?
So why stay
Oh.
in school?
Why education is important. Alright, you want to go ahead and touch on that, bro, first?
Okay.
Ready? Alright, so education is important, number one, because in life, you need to be able to have acquired certain knowledge to be able to attain certain things. You gotta fix the camera, man. That's like a bad cameraman over here.
I am not a bad cameraman. You have a bad phone.
No, I got a bad phone. My phone. Okay, I'm not even gonna start with that. All right, education is important because in life you will experience certain things that you need certain knowledge for. You know what I'm saying? And which you only can obtain those as far as in school. Like for example, you know, reading, adding, subtracting, multiplying. You know, problem solving. You know, critical thinking. You know, what's the rest, bro?
You were in school, so it's yours.
Yeah, but I'm here naming all of them. I mean, but in science, you know, you're going to need all these fundamentals. You know, you're going to need all these fundamentals in life, in society, period, you know. It's very important for you to stick to your education, you know, and never ever lose focus when you're in school because, believe it or not, everything you're learning in school, you will be using in society. You know, I'm talking about from young generation to older generation now. You know, that's why a lot of people could tell you that education, a lot of older people who's finished school would tell you that education is important. You know, because without education, a lot of things you can't really accomplish. You know, not saying that, oh, if you don't go to high school and college, you know what I'm saying, you just won't be smart enough to become successful. I'm not saying that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying that education gives you the basic fundamental. Because in anything you want to do in life, you're going to have to be able to comprehend. You know, and that's one thing they teach in, elementary? What would you say, bro?
What? They learned that in all of their classes.
All grade level.
Except for kindergarten.
Except for kindergarten. You don't learn that in kindergarten?
Bro, what? All I did was in kindergarten was a daycare.
It was daycare. That's it?
Yeah.
Well, back in the islands, you know, we had to like...
You were not in the islands.
Oh, shit.
You were
I was raised in the island, man.
You were raised in Jamaica.
That is the island. What do you think that is?
What?
That's the island, man.
When you say the island, I mean you're in Puerto Rico.
Okay, man. Okay. Let's not even go there, man. You sound crazy right now.
I sound crazy.
Jaheim, now. I'm going to ask Jaheim right here. Jaheim 101. You can follow his YouTube channel. He got some really entertaining things on there. But Jaheim right here, I want to ask you, what is your outlook on education? Why is it important?
Because you cannot get anywhere in life, and also you can't get anywhere in life, and also you can never have a happy life if you don't know anything that you're doing, and also you cannot know anything, and then you won't have a successful life, and also you also don't get a job because other people think you're too dumb to even know anything, and you won't be knowing what you do in the job. So that's it.
That's a great point, by the way. That's a great point. He said, you know, you won't be able to get in certain jobs because of that lack of education. Now, what job would you say, Jaheim, that you will not be able to get into if you don't have an education? What job would you say there is?
You can't be a cop. You can't be a firefighter. You
Can't be a cop, firefighter.
You cannot be a cop, firefighter, or a fourth degree guy.
And why you cannot become a cop or firefighter if you don't have
Because
education?
you need your diploma from college.
Nice.
To get a firefighter, you have to show it to them, and then if you
Yeah, to work with them.
Yeah.
Work with a company. Fix the camera, man. Yeah. So it's very important to. What grade you in now, bro?
I'm going to 4th, but I was in 3rd grade, but I'm going to 4th.
That's beautiful, man. That's beautiful. So what all would you say? What all would you say to a person that's leaving 3rd grade, going into 4th grade? What kind of advice would you give them?
Never to quit and never back down. And also always try your best.
Nice. All right, man. In life, all right, we're gonna wrap this up. In life, in society, in just a regular congregation, it's important that you're able to keep up with your time, keep up with your social events, and education not only help you retain information and retain important facts, but it helps you to comprehend certain things. I'm not a teacher or a professor, you know, but what I'm trying to share here is that, you know, don't ever give up on your education because it's getting tough, it's getting hard. The more harder you get, the more challenging it becomes. And the more challenging it becomes, the more you need to embrace that. Because if you're not getting challenging, you're not growing. You get what I'm saying?
You're not going like this?
Alright, so remember that. If you're not being challenged, you're not growing. So always challenge yourself in school and your mental capacity. Okay? You guys out there, take care. Keep reaping that iron. It's Iron Reaper, baby. The original Iron Reaper.
And Jaheim 101.
And you guys stay strong, stay healthy, and keep on reaping, baby. Peace.